Welcome back by the Drunken Barbecue, my friends. Today we're gonna make bacon. We all know bacon is duct tape for any kitchen, so let's go and make some. Believe it or not, but smoked bacon is very easy to make. The only ingredients you need is meat, you need some brown sugar, salt and pink salt. Yes, you hear that right, we're gonna use pink salt today. Not that much, but just enough to prevent us from getting sick, as we're gonna smoke the meat low and slow. And today, my friends, we're having 3 kilograms of pork belly, 60 grams of brown sugar, 60 grams of salt and 8 grams of pink salt. And of course you can add whatever you like, pepper, spices, chilies, whatever, it doesn't really matter, whatever floats your boat, but this is what I use as a base recipe. And the first order of business is mixing the spices. And here we're having our brown sugar, and in a bowl it goes. And in goes the salt, there we go. And last goes in the pink salt. Pretty important, guys. So, and the next thing on the to-do list is giving it a bit of a wrist action, because we mix it all together. There we go, that's how we do that. Break up some sugar, because for some reason that brown stuff always seems to clutter up. But it might not stop the fun. And if you know a way to stop the brown sugar from clumping together, leave a comment below, I'd love to learn it. So, here we go, let the real work begin. We're having here our bellies, and we're going to put our mixture on all the sides of the meat. And there we go. Whew, pretty easy, guys, pretty easy. Look at that. Put it all over, just put it all over. So, it's one side done, turn them all over. And now we've turned them over, it's quite simple, rinse and repeat. We just do it again. Again, we're going to put our spices all over the slab of meat. And I shouldn't really need to tell you, but I'm doing it anyway, don't forget the sides. And this is where you end up with a nice slab of sticky meat. And the hardest work for today is done, my friends. We're going to stick the meat in a Ziploc baggie, and in the fridge it goes for about 6 to 7 days. And as you can tell, I did not trim the meat. I will do that later once it's cured, because all the trimmings I will just dice up and use in the cooking, and makes fantastic mash. And when you're smart, and of course you are, you're going to use a tray to put your meat in. Because those Ziploc bags tend to leak in the fridge. Don't know why, but they do. And there goes the last one. I usually buy a whole belly, I cut it in parts and just use whatever I need. Ta-da! This is going to be exciting. Hoppa. Easy money. Done deal. In the fridge they go. And that's all we have to do today. We're going to take the tray, stick it in the fridge for the next 6 to 7 days, and once a day we simply turn the packages over. And there we go, a week later, time to smoke these bad boys. To know what we're doing, we're going to stick a temperature probe in one of two, so we're going to keep an eye on the process. You don't want to render out all the lovely fat at the end of the day, because that's what it's all about. That's it. So, and while we're doing this, I have the smoker warming up. 1 stone, 2 birds. And if you think what this Bradley smoker is doing here, well, I'm smoking some spices for another video I'm making. And before we continue, my friends, don't forget to get your fire starters from Instant Fire. These things, my friend, light up anything, even shit. We're going to dial in the temperature of the smoker on about 175 degrees Fahrenheit, And we're calling the bacon done when it reaches about 135, 150 degrees, which can take about 5 hours. Time to get the show on the road, my friends. There we go, there we go. We put the fat side down. And that's right, we're going to put the fat side down because when the fat renders out, it just drips all over the meat and does that add some flavor. And there we go, we're going to put the chimney extension on. It's like me, it looks horrible but works like a charm. And in this case it pulls the heat a lot better through the smoke chamber, so it just heats up the meat all over, nice and even. So and that's it, we're going to plug in our gadget so we know what temperature we're cooking at. And now we just let time do its thing. Smooth sailing, my friends, smooth sailing. Well, as we're having some time on our hands, we might as well have a Guinness. An important thing to remember, my friends, this is the temperature by which fat will render out. And by bacon, that's around 150 Fahrenheit. You go over it, you end up with a dry sock. 5 hours of fire management later, we reach the internal temperature of 135 degrees. It's time to pull our meat out of the smoker. So, we don't need that anymore. Here we go, guys. I hope you're just excited as I am. Looking good, looking good. As the fat cap is still a little soft, I'm just going to put the meat down till everything cools down and the fat just hardens out again. Looking good, looking good. Oh yeah, isn't it something you would like to slice up and sink your teeth in for breakfast? Well, I do. The only downfall of making bacon at home is it takes a week, but then you have something that's way better than what you buy in the store. Now you see, making bacon isn't really rocket science, otherwise I would not be able to make it neither. And it's time. Time is your most important ingredient. Just take your time and let the process do its thing. And that's it again for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and see you next week.